Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. I'm about to go live on Facebook again, but I'm hitting y'all up on YouTube before I go to work because it's like a little after 12 and I got to get ready for Days of Our Lives. So, this is going to be called What the Fuck is Up with the NFL? Alright, Facebook, it's titled a little different, but at the same time, same concept. So, here we go. Alright, Facebookers, look, I'm not a sports fan. I do watch hockey. Mostly I pray for fights every time I watch it. Go Philadelphia, Pittsburgh Penguins. They're in the same state. Alright? I'm a Penguins fan. I like fighting. Anyway, let's get on to the point. So, earlier this morning, either I was dreaming or I wasn't paying attention to either the Today Show, The View, or something. And apparently the NFL is now trying to give the royal finger right in the actual ass to the NFL players who kneel during the national anthem. Yeah, I said that. I said they kneel. So now, not only are they trying to fuck everyone like they fucked Colin Kaepernick. I don't think I said his name right. Like I said, I'm not a sports fan, so forgive me for whoever the fuck name I just butchered. The dude with the afro. See these dog tags? When a soldier put these on, they're not just a commemorative of who the hell they are, but it's also so that you can ID our bodies. These identification dog tags mean just as much as that flag in which we serve. Now, all of a sudden, the NFL done got some kind of bureaucratic raw ass stone up their ass towards people who want to kneel on work time. You know, this is America, home of the free, land of the brave, and brave motherfuckers die every day, so the people have the right to kneel if they choose to take a knee against racism or any other thing that I don't really fucking understand or know why. But if you want to take a fucking knee to porn or people not stopping at stop signs and people getting killed over the tiniest, dumbest shit, then you should have that right to do so. You also should not have to worry about losing your fucking job because you wanted to protest, which is one of your God-given rights as an American citizen. Not like if you lived in one of those communist countries where if you protest, they cut off your fucking head. So why in the hell, now NFL, why y'all want to do that to the football players now? Y'all all got some legal bias in this now? Because the red-headed troll that runs the country has decided, hey, we're going to make sure that everybody in the NFL stands at the anthem. Alright, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, because as a veteran, and I was signing on to fight for the rights to do what we want in this country, so that everybody who does not join the military, because it doesn't make you no more or less a man, have the right to sleep at night. But you're going to tell me we don't have the right to protest for something that we believe in. Funny. When I had to put on my uniform, I was being trained that I have to die for you. I'm not saying that they're not being patriotic because they refuse to stand in attention for the United States flag. Now in the Army, we had to stand in attention. We had to salute the flag and then put our hands down. And then after the flag got draped off the thing, we did the flag folding. No one took a knee. Not against anybody taking a knee. But I'm against any bureaucratic asshat that decides, hey, your rights and your freedom to protest no longer means shit to me because I want to take a lesson from the guy who's probably going to get us killed at your rights to not be able to make your speech. Taking a knee is a form of freedom of speech. It is a form of protest. Why now has the NFL decided, hey, fuck my players who make me billions. If you don't take and stay in the locker room when the flag ceremony song is playing, or if you take a knee, we're going to fine you half your fucking check. Really? These guys are out there making you money while you sit in the black box and, yeah, you have to shell them out mad checks by the end of the year. But the fact that their bodies, concussions, broken legs, kneecaps, don't know if you provide them with health insurance, they probably have to pay for it themselves, but they can't take a knee. I'm sure that they don't pay for their equipment or their travel, but they probably have to pay for their concussion test to make sure that they can still play, but they can't take a knee. Now, I don't know if NFL has a good health insurance plan. I'm not in the NFL. I'm too small. They would never give me a job, and now that I don't have a hip and I can't run, it's probably not going to happen. But why in the hell is it now? After all the shit that Colin Kaepernick, whatever, the black dude with the afro, has gone through, not being able to get a contract, not being able to get a job in the NFL, and now you want to challenge all the players that make you money. Last time I checked, you're not supposed to fuck up your bread and butter. No, I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm an NFL owner of a team and my players want to stand up for themselves and stand up for their right, no matter if I'm paying them good money or not, they got the right to do that. Some people left the NFL and became veterans and died in war. Or did you guys forget about him? I don't remember his name. I don't remember what team he was on. But he played football first, and then he left, signed up for the military, and he died. What do y'all think he's thinking right now? Because he died so that NFL players could play football. Same reason why most soldiers die, so that every human on earth can have the right to do what they want as long as it's a law-abiding citizen. Not going to commit a crime by taking a knee on the field. As a soldier, I should probably support standing in attention, saluting the flag. I do. But here's the thing, as a basic human being, one who has been a victim of racism all of his life, I support them taking that fucking knee too. The most non-racist place I've ever been was in the Army, at boot camp. There was only one color. And this is what they taught us from the goddamn day I walked through those doors at Fort Benning and to the day I left those doors at Fort Benning, that there is only one color in the Army. Green. Now, yeah, we stood for the red, the white, and the blue. But there was only one color. There were no blacks, there were no whites, there were no Filipinos. They were all there, and they all rocked the same uniform I wore. One that closely resembles this, not just in color. Our blouses look like that. This is a PT shirt, which is what we wore with our drag chipper shorts. So that people who don't join the military can sleep at night. So the NFL players who have not joined the military but believe that they have been violated due to the color of their skin can take a knee. And all of a sudden, we got these big heads at the NFL now who, instead of trying to make it not about the job, they have decided, well, now we're going to fine you if you take a knee. Really? These guys who may be breaking their knees so that you can get millions, yeah, they get a fair amount of that change too. But it's breadcrumbs compared to what the owners have. The owners are getting the whole damn loaf. Yeah, okay, they knock off a little bit when they pry you in their NFL jet to your destination. Because I'm sure the owners pay for that. It's not like they can't. They may take a little bit of their money when they build you a brand new stadium or a training camp. But they probably don't give a shit once you get crippled on the field. So you can't take a knee? All you asking is for you to take a knee. A knee. So that you can protest in peace, because I'm sure a lot of the NFL players aren't going to run around in Congress with picket signs and doing those tackles like those commercials way back when, what's his name, used to tackle the fuck out of people in those commercials. So NFL, I ask you, because I'm not a sports fan. And I definitely don't like football. I like hockey. I like ladies golf. No, they're not protesting anything. But I just like looking at ladies, and hockey, because there's a lot of fights and they have sticks. NFL, you just have a ball and a helmet, maybe some shoulder pads, and you can't take a knee for the first 5 minutes because everybody thinks that it's unpatriotic. Well, here's what I think is unpatriotic. Telling someone who takes a pen and goes to a military base and signs their name on the dotted line to catch a bullet for your asses. Oh, you're gay, so you can't serve in an army. Oh, you're transgendered. You don't know if you're a man or a woman, so you can't serve in the army. And for you, who are gay and transgendered, or whatever the hell the other rest of those things is, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody from that community, who are already serving, you can't continue to serve in our army. That's unpatriotic, because anybody that's willing to serve this country and die for everyone else in this country, them and their families are the most patriotic motherfuckers on the planet. And y'all want to jump down to NFL motherfuckers for taking a knee? But yet y'all don't say anything to the great leader of the world who wants all the gays and the transgender people who probably shoot better than any person in the army. I'm a straight man. I couldn't shoot worth shit. Alright? Period. Most of the women shoot better than the men. But I suppose somewhere along the line they're going to try to retcon y'all out of the army too. But most people join the army for two reasons. You get an education, and you love this country enough that you're willing to lay your life down and die for it. Yet, our leader wants those guys and girls and the ones in between out. He wants to bitch at people in the NFL because they're soldiers, they're battlefield companions on the football field. Want to take a knee against racism or inequality for women and men and transgender and equal pay and whatever their cause is, they want to take a knee for it. Because protesting isn't patriotic. Although this country was built on protesting from the old country and moving over and having the French and Indian War or the British are coming war. I don't remember the names of them, so forgive me. I like history, and sometimes you forget things because it's such a amount of information that you are overloaded with that things don't always translate from 15 years old to 44. But I do know this. I do know that the first time I heard the president say that he wanted gays and lesbians and transgenders out of the army, hold on. A lot of us straight people ain't volunteering to go to the army. You know how many straight men looked at me and told me I was a dumbass for joining the army? Might have been right. Because I joined the army at 37. But in my defense, I had been trying to get in the army since I was 19 years old. Couldn't get in. National Guard gave me the shot I needed and I took it. Because I might never have got the other chance. I didn't ask to get hurt. I didn't ask to get crippled. I didn't ask to have a hip replacement. Or a second hip replacement. But I was more than willing to lay down and die for this country. Which is as patriotic as you can get. We have people who are immigrating into this country by serving in our battles. But I'm sure they're thinking, hey, that's probably not patriotic. But oh yeah, if you're a gay or you're a lesbian, or if you're a football player who wants to take a fucking knee, you're not a patriot. So for all you people who haven't served, and if you're not vets, and if you don't know vets, go sign up. See how patriotic your ass is. While you're bitching at people who have a gender sexual identity crisis, who want to serve so that you can sleep at night. While you're bitching at a football player who feels that he's been wronged because of the color of his skin, or because he's not making the same amount of money as his white companions. Now, he's not mad at the fellow football players because they don't write the check. They just cash them. But if he wants to take a knee, how dare we, the fans, not back up the players? If you're a fan, back up the players. Write to the NFL and tell them, you guys are douchebags full of dick tips to let this shit happen. Y'all fucked Colin Kaepernick, Naki, Knuckle, whatever the hell his name is, the black dude with the afro. Y'all fucked him out of the fucking NFL. I don't know if he's got a contract, but at the same time, what does him taking a knee have to do with the game? Nothing. Let the man play. Let the players who want to protest against racism, let them play. If they want to take a knee, they shouldn't be fined for it. But you know what? Do you know why this is happening? I'm going to put it to y'all plain and simple. This is happening And all jokes aside, this is happening because the people who are taking a knee are generally people of color. No one else is taking a knee. I almost guarantee you, and no offense to any white people that I'm about to piss off, if those white NFL players took knees beside those black NFL players, just like those white people who stood beside Dr. Martin Luther King as he was trying to bring peace amongst all people, if they took knees too, this shit would be over. If every football player of every ethnicity sat beside their brothers on the field, on both teams, took knees until it was over, this shit would fade away like yesterday's news. Maybe we should think about that while we're trying to find players for taking a knee for what they believe in. Soldiers die for shit we don't believe in every day. Y'all might not hear about it, but it is the truth. But we're dying so that people can go to these football games safely. I'm James Williams Jr. for Kung Fu Havoc number 2 and for Facebook. Y'all should probably think that shit out. So again, I ask you, what the fuck, NFL? What the fuck does taking a knee have to do with being unpatriotic? If that's his way of protesting, it's his God-given right. And they're making you money, and you're paying them money. Y'all can meet in the middle and find some gap that will stop the BS. Be seeing ya. And for Kung Fu Havoc number 2, I'll be seeing you too. Later.